What's up? What's up? What's up? Happy Monday. Monday fun day.
Monday.
What's going on?
Episode 54 is about to go on.
Episode 54. Good Lord. Man, I said, like I said the other day, 54 looks good on you.
Hey,
Oh,
Mr.
man.
Miranda.
Monday. It was a beautiful day. Check local listings, but man, it feels like we're getting closer to springtime. Thank goodness. I'm ready. I'm ready for, some warmer temperatures.
Absolutely. The only problem I see so far is my grass is already starting to grow, and I'm like, I'm going to have to mow.
You know what? I actually noticed the same thing earlier today and was like, I'm not ready. Now, granted, I'm ready for springtime, but I'm not ready to have to mow like a couple of times a week or once a week at least. You know what I mean? It's just, I got plenty of shit going on. And mowing ain't one of the things I'm looking forward to. I like doing yard work, but man, I don't have enough time. But
I love to mow, fortunately. So I make sure the ride mower's got gas in it and it just gets mowed.
Oh, sweet. Well, if she's like feeling froggy or bored, man, you know what I mean? I got a little piece of property could, hey, put the earbuds in, chill for, a little bit.
Like she does.
Yeah, I'm down.
What's up, Mr. McGee?
Right on. What's up, Mr. McGee? Happy Monday. Hey, nice job. Congrats.
Congratulations.
Congrats, Miss Miranda. Absolutely. Well done.
Hey, no, absolutely. She's the one that mows. I ain't even trying to lie.
Right on. Well, if you're feeling froggy, girl, Miss Meg, come on over. I know a guy with some property and a mower. Just hop on, have fun.
Drive in circles. I don't care.
I'm telling you. But how you doing, man? How was your weekend?
Oh, it was a pretty good weekend. Got to hang out a little bit. Went and got my daughter, Paige, Miss Fern, on Saturday. Went up to Purdue and picked her up and brought her home. And got to catch up and hang out a little bit, do a little of that family time.
Nice. I know it's difficult with her back in school and not getting a chance to see very often and all that. So I'm sure that is a nice blessing to have Paige back home for a little bit. So
yeah, it was good to see her and catch up. She's doing some amazing research projects and things, and getting to see some of the work she's doing was just mind blowing. Like, I was just listening. Like, I don't understand it, but I'm still listening because it was crazy interesting stuff, man.
Yeah. I hear you talking. I see your lips moving, and it sounds exciting as hell. But I don't even know what you're talking about. But I'm excited. Yeah,
I'm super excited. No clue.
No, I love it. I can appreciate that.
What's up, man?
College girl, what's up?
Mr. Yukon. Oh,
what's up? It was cool having Yukon on the show last week. Yukon, Boo, hearing about Mobfest 7, and old Chicken Wing, Jeff Harris. Man, it was good to see some faces I haven't seen for a little bit.
Absolutely. Anytime you get to see them faces is a good day.
Absolutely.
And then, so Sunday, we just kind of hung around the house Sunday morning and had breakfast and watched the tube and caught up. And then we had our Indiana chapter meeting was yesterday afternoon. So we all went and done that. Us and Big Stinky went and got a little dinner on the way home. And I about wrapped it up. Pretty good weekend.
Hell yeah. No, good deal. That sounds like a good weekend. Man.
It was.
What
did you get into?
Yeah, man. The tail end of my week was just it was crazy, man. I had one kid prom dress shopping, and I had another one that went to a convention about 5 hours away. Had a flat in the interstate. Get a call at 3:00 in the morning. It's like, Dad, I got a flat tire. I'm like, well, that's awesome. You know what I mean? So
Congratulations.
Anyway, long story short, he's not changing the tire. And so we finally got a hold of some people. It's like, I think it was around 3:30. No, he called me at 3:30 in the morning. And he finally got a tow truck to come pick him up. And he's like, yeah, he's taking me back to his shop because he can't do anything here. And I'm like, send me pictures. This is like the start of, 80% of all the horror movies I like from the 70s and 80s is like, that's how that shit starts. You know what I mean? So
flat tire, get picked up.
Yeah, he's like, he sent me his location and a picture of the shop. Fortunately, he got on the road and got to do his thing. But no, man, we had a couple deaths in the family and friends. you know, people dear to me that's in the hospital. It was a long weekend, dude. Long weekend, just a lot going on, and so
Well,
you know,
prayers for everything to calm down a little bit, man. This sounds like a wild ride.
yeah, ready for some smooth water. Hopefully, springtime means smoother waters. You know,
What up, Joker?
April showers. Hopefully, that's not like more storms. No, had a lot going on, man, but it's all good. It's you know, it's life. You deal with it. You keep rolling on. You keep your chin up, and you know, keep working through it. It's all good.
You got to roll with the punches.
Yeah, but no, had a club meeting yesterday, like you said. Working on planning for our comp coming up. You know, not to shamelessly plug, but why we can. You know what I mean? Bearded Theater. Yeah, Bearded Theater presents Phantom of the Opera. You know what I'm saying? Here in Columbus, Indiana, August 10th, man, it's going to be whoop ass. No, we're just going to try to build upon what we did last year. So had our club meeting yesterday, talking about that, getting some plans in order. It was kind of cool getting these. You know,
yes.
If you didn't get in on it, I don't know if it's a very good angle, but the Beard Mob Indiana rings we got in, so that was pretty sweet.
Turned out really good.
Yeah, they did. But no, just it's good. It's good getting some plans in the books for you know how we're going to try to show up like some of our guests are this evening. You know, not to mention a little segue, but I think you know it's important to try to be successful. You gotta plan and get in front of it, which I think these ladies popping on this evening definitely have done so. What's up, Chicken Wing? Good to see you, sir. Good seeing you last week.
Hello, Kim from Arizona.
Howdy back from Indiana. So yeah, man, all in all, I'll say it was a good week just because it's good to be there for those that you know and love, and you know, be supportive and whatever we can do. That's what it's all about. So I call that a good weekend, whether it was, you know, fun filled or emotionally challenging or, you know, supportive of others. That's what it's all about.
It's good for me. Carrying some burdens, man.
Yep. Hey, be your brother's keeper. You know what I mean? The whole point of this tattoo here on the inner side. We gave the dog a bath earlier, and so I had to change clothes. So giving a shout out to the Natalie Strong, and I don't always have long sleeves on, but yeah, hey, be your brother's keeper. That's what it's all about. Got tattoos on. Carry that torch for those who came before you. That's what it's all about. Live by it. So anyway, not to get all sentimental. I'm tired, y'all.
You're all right, brother, man.
I'll be rambling on. You'll be like texting me, shut the hell up, dude. Anyway.
So what we got on tap for tonight, Mr. Stash? I think we got a couple ladies coming on.
We do. I think we get to hear about the Desert Beard Battle. You know, we had Miss Emily on a couple of weeks ago, maybe about a month ago, talking about the charity, the Diving Devil Dogs. So we're gonna pull her on, talk about the competition. It sounded like it was a hell of a success. And then also, I don't know if anybody's noticed, but some of the trophies, and you know, I think Emily alluded to these on the show. She kind of gave a little sneak peek, which was, I don't know, my jaw hit the table, I think. But no, we get to hear a little bit about the creator, which I think is a pretty tight compadre of Emily. We'll let that detail drop, but or compadre. I don't know. Is that a masculine, feminine kind of thing, or is it just compadre is good across the board?
I have no clue.
Compadre.
I struggle to speak most of the time. My daughter's like, I forgot how bad you mumble. I'm like, what do you mean I mumble? She forgot my dialect already.
Right. She's been gone a couple months at college, and she's like, Dad, I can't understand you. I don't know what the hell are you saying. You're not speaking collegeese, and you're like, yeah. What's up, Sweet Pea?
Sweet Pea.
Well, what you say we hit this intro and then pull on these awesome women.
I agree, good sir.
Let's do it.
Do it.
always makes me giggle.
It almost looks like you were playing musical chairs there.
Well, I got the dogs out here, and I'd had the door cracked so they could come in whenever they're done doing their thing. And anyway, I thought I'd shut the door so there's no other commotion. I got enough going on right here. It's just squirrel.
Chicken wing. I was way before I went to Louisiana, man. Everybody's complained I've mumbled since I was a kid. I just make all my sentences one word and just let her go.
You come through loud and clear on my end, man.
Well, I try to articulate a little better when I'm on camera or speaking to someone, but
well, speaking about some articulation, let's articulate some good news about what took place out in Arizona. What do you think about that?
I think it's an excellent idea. Let's bring these ladies on.
Let's do it.
Evening, ladies.
Hello.
How we doing?
Good. How are you?
Good.
Good. Happy Monday. Hope y'all are doing well.
Monday.
Yeah.
It's a Monday.
Monday.
Yeah, best day of the week. Best day of the week, right? It's that self-fulfilling prophecy. You just keep saying it. It's going to be good. It's going to be a great Tuesday. It's going to be a great Wednesday. It's just,
Yep.
Gonna nail it.
So, Emily,
why don't you introduce the guests you have with you today?
So for those of you that don't know, I'm Emily Diver. I do the Arizona Desert Beard Battle here in Arizona. And this is my mom, Susie Thompson. She is the owner of Wiggle Chicks, which is a little, I would say her little artistry business.
I'd say
And
so.
she is the creator of our awards for the Arizona Desert Beard Battle.
Yes. And we cannot wait to talk about those.
yes. And I love when you said Wiggle Chicks. I heard a dog shaking in the background. I don't think it was on my end.
No.
No, it's my little Tonka, my little pit bull.
Right
In fact,
on.
he's
Well,
a little skittish. He's a little skittish with your guys' voices right now.
Oh,
sorry.
it was funny. I was on the phone with my daughter in college the other day, and our bloodhound shook like that. And she goes, "Was that the dog shaking?" I'm like, "Yes, absolutely. It's all ears and forehead and wrinkles."
Yeah.
Well, maybe we can take it up an octave so we won't freak out the dogs.
Nah, he's looking for a toy right now. He's good.
Right on. What's up, Tech? Good to see you. No, it's wonderful. It's wonderful to meet you, Miss Susie. Now, I appreciate you coming on this evening so we can talk a little bit about the competition and some of your amazing craft work. Holy smokes!
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Very welcome. Much deserved.
So, speaking of the beard battle, why don't you give us the skinny how the competition go and give us some news on that front.
It went really well. It's the biggest crowd we've had yet. This was our third year. We had an amazing venue. It's an outdoor venue called Dillon's Western Trails Ranch, and it's in Morristown, Arizona. It's an outdoor venue. It's Kansas City barbecue. Yes, in Arizona we have Kansas City barbecue, but yeah.
Who knew?
We had a small bike show. It was our first time doing a bike show, so we had, I don't know, maybe seven or eight bikes out there, and then we had these guys. They were called the Arizona Armored Academy, and they're the Renaissance fighting guys. So
I remember you mentioning that.
Yeah, so I'm going to be uploading we had a drone guy out there. I'm going to be uploading some of their videos. It was insane. And in fact, the guy that runs it, he grew chops for our competition. And that's the only reason he grew them. And he was the only one in his category. And so he won.
Perfect.
In full armor. You had armor.
Full armor. It took him probably 2 minutes to get up the stairs.
Oh my gosh.
But I think we had maybe, I don't know, 600 to 700 people there. Yeah, it was amazing. And like I said, it's an outdoor venue. So they had team roping going on that day, and all those people came over and started hanging out. And we had over 20 vendors there. And so it ended up being a great day. And Yes, it was epic.
There's some serious medieval shit happening there. That's amazing.
Oh,
So Kim was our Whiskerina Creative winner. She
Oh,
won,
nice.
yep.
and it was her first
Congratulations.
time ever competing, ever.
Right on. Right on.
Ooh.
Congratulations, Miss Kim. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
so
I only got
Kim.
one question, Kim. Are you now hooked? We'll see if she comments back.
I might be talking her into going to the Appalachian Bearded Feud in West Virginia. So
Sweet.
Yeah. I'm this close to talking her into it. I think she might be getting addicted.
Just do it, Kim. You won't regret it.
Yeah.
You know what Kim did? She did the 5 C's of Arizona.
Huh.
There are 5 C's that all of us who grew up in Arizona learned. And Kim, I'll probably get the wrong order, but it's climate, cotton, copper, cattle, and citrus.
Huh. Never heard that.
And that was Kim's beard. She put all of those into her beard. And it was wonderful. That's why
I
she
like
won.
that.
Mhm.
I love
So-
tying it in with the with the community and the state and everything. That's super cool.
Yeah. So we had, I think, 102 entries, and we made $8,287.
That's amazing. That is absolutely amazing.
And
No,
so
way to be.
Phenomenal
those-
job.
for those that didn't know before, I'll go ahead and explain again what the Diving Devil Dogs are. They are a group of Marines that help veterans through overlanding trips and scuba diving cope and heal with their PTSD and their, I like to call them demons of suicidal thoughts. So they take them on these trips to kind of remove them from that, and they can talk, they can not talk. In fact, one of our Diving Devil Dog guys, he was on the Running with the Pack a couple months ago, and he finally opened up. And so you never know when these men and women are going to open up and share their experiences with you, and that's what they do. They give them time to heal and feel comfortable, and they do this with being in the outdoor elements and doing things that these men and women really like, which is just kind of removing themselves from society and getting into their pack, if you will. And so that's what they do. And these two guys, everything that they do is out of their own pocket. And so when I met them 5 years ago now, they actually donated to one of my events unconditionally. They just said, yep, we're going to do it. And ever since then, I have been making sure I can repay them because these men and women, who knows what they have been through in the military and what they've seen and what has happened to them. And if I can give them a little tiny, tiny bit of help, it means this much to them.
Mhm.
And these guys are selfless. They, like I said, they are unconditional, and they just love with everything that they have. And so it's hard not to get emotional talking about them because they have become my brothers and they have become my family, and I will protect them at any cost.
I was super excited to get to talk with them when you guys were on the show last to talk about the competition. Great individuals. I was so
Yeah.
super excited I got to speak with them.
No,
They
I
really
100%
are.
agree. We had, I had some personal just DMs, messages, whatever the hell. What I don't know. What is it? DM? Is that what it is when he comes through Messenger? What is that?
I don't know.
But I had some. Is it PMs, DMs,
Yeah,
separate SMs, separate messages? Anyway, I had some people reach out to us after the show. Like, now, granted, everybody we have on is I think is always genuine, but they were like, "Man, what a great conversation! What an amazing organization of some fellas just being real." And it just, I don't know, the level of realness and honesty, and these guys are just not fooling around. They're just out to try to be there for their brothers and sisters, and it was moving. I mean, there's times my eyes welled up just in the conversations, and some of the impact they're trying to have through their organization, the Diving Devil Dogs. So it's just, yeah, they're just out there trying to take care of their brother and sister, and it's just
Yeah.
I don't know. It was emotional and moving, and some good cats.
Yeah, they had some great momentum going before COVID, and then COVID hit, and it went downhill. And so they've been trying to kind of claw their way back up. And
right.
I think it's just, what is it, kismet?
Yeah.
We found each other at the right place at the right time, and we've really been able to start giving them that momentum again, and getting Arizona excited about what they do again. And it helps with you guys getting their name out there nationwide, that they are here. And I've had a couple people ask, hey, do they have diving devil dogs in other states? And I'm like, oh no, let me text Ryan Javier. It's
exactly. Maybe there's somebody that would catch the need and be like, that's an amazing idea, and be willing to step up and try to help fill that gap or fill that need.
Yeah. And I think sometimes these military men and women sometimes feel like they can't talk to someone, whether it's shame or whether it's embarrassment. And one thing that Ray and Javier do is they don't push anybody to talk to them. They give them their own time, and they make them feel 100% comfortable. I'm here if you need me. Here's my number. And
let the conversation flow. And
yep.
Yeah.
So it was a good day. It was a good day for everybody. Everybody had a great time. Of course, as always, when you have large crowds like that, we had a couple troublemakers, but and they weren't.
I took care of them.
I believe that too.
Sitting right out the door. So, but yeah.
This was your first. Was this your first time in person comp for this?
No, this was our second. Well, so I've been doing comps for 4 years now. I've been running. This is my 4th year running comps. This is my 3rd in person. Last year was online, just because we had so many problems with venues. Just the prices were unreal. And one thing about Dillon's is they really worked with us as far as getting us in there and helping us get everything together, and they were just amazing. And so we are actually doing it again with them next year. We've already talked to them about it. We've got the date set, which is February 22nd of next year, and we're gonna have the same venue, and we've got a great team working on it already, and she's already started working on the ones for next year.
Oh wow.
With the work we do, you probably have to definitely start ahead of time.
Yeah, it'll take that long.
I can imagine. Well, I remember last year's being online, so that's why I thought maybe perhaps this was the anyway. So my apologies.
No, we were just like, I would have rather have given the charity more money than to have it in person and give them less. So that's why we did it online.
I get that. Yeah. Sorry to interrupt you, Susie. Go ahead.
Oh God, now I can't remember what I was going to say. I'm 70. I don't remember much of what I was going to say, but now I remember.
This is my life on a daily basis.
I do that all day long. I was like,
what were you talking about? I don't know. What were you talking about?
I'm just waiting for her to duct tape me to a rolly chair and, push me around. But if you saw the boots or the steer heads that we did before, the next one that we're doing is going to involve even more intricate beading. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but that's why it's going to take a year for me to get there.
Well, nice. You just mentioned a couple of them. Ron, I know you got some pictures on here. Let's share some pictures of some of the amazing creations that have taken place. That they're unbelievable. The steer heads are just unbelievable.
So those are from the previous year, correct?
Yes. So we were lucky enough that a guy here in Surprise, where we live, donated all of those to us. Horns and everything.
Yep.
Now, I was going to say, my first thought was, you guys must eat a lot of beef. Like, I've been to competition where like liquor bottles are the thing, and it's like, you know what I mean? So, well, you can see that, a couple months, cool, everybody, But my first thought is, holy shit, that's like, 30 head of beef.
That's the herd, man. You took out the herd.
That's a lot of freezer space.
We lure them into the backyard.
I'm moving straight onto my grill.
With marshmallows.
No, but that's awesome. You had somebody that was able to donate all of those heads. That's I can imagine a hell of a value just in itself. You know what I mean? If you were trying to buy them.
Yeah, those I think he was charging. I think he was selling them for like $50 a head, and he was like,
"That's awesome
for charity."
Mm-hmm.
Free is my favorite brand.
No, those are amazing. And then honestly, this year's, I don't know that you can step it up, but holy smokes, look at this year's. Look at that. Those are amazing.
It is absolutely beautiful.
They're absolutely amazing. How many people don't? How many people are walking around with just one shoe on? That's what I want to know. In the Surprise area, I think he said Surprise. How many people at Surprise are walking around with just one boot?
At least 22.
The funny part is all the one single boots ended up in an even number, 2-2.
Yeah.
So I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is, but we get really lucky with people donating stuff. And it's these random people. Like this person was actually a sales rep for Twisted X Boots. And she was selling those for craft boots. They were old seasonal, like just sales show
samples,
mm-hmm. Sample boots.
Yeah, I got you.
That's why there was only one of each.
Ah.
And so she was selling them. I think they were like $20 each for a craft boot, and she gave them to me for like $5 each. And I'm like, all right, I'll take them.
Absolutely.
Way to negotiate. That's pretty impressive. But I'm sure if you were with the artwork that goes on top of them, holy smokes. I could say that you could probably sell those at a craft fair for a hell of a lot more than $5. That's for sure. Good.
Well, we auctioned one off that did not have nobody was in that category. So we did auction one off. And how much did it go for?
$275.
Absolutely.
And then one of the steer heads the year before, we didn't have the category, and that went for $450. So
wow. No, the boots and the steer heads both are just absolutely amazing. I mean, so I can't even imagine. I'm looking forward to hearing the breaking news at some point maybe later in the year about what you're going to do for next year, because holy smokes, those are just phenomenal. So just curious, how long did it take you like a boot? I'm sure they're all different. They're all unique. I mean, that's a hell of a lot of creativity, and I'm sure they took different amount of time per boot, but about how long did it take per boot to dress one up?
I think it takes about at least 20 hours or 24 hours per boot. I think I worked on them starting in October. I had cervical spine surgery, so I couldn't bend my head. And
beating a little hard, I can imagine.
Yeah.
So,
Emily's bringing you. You're in the hospital bed, and she's bringing you boots and beads and
I'm
glue
like,
and
here,
hot glue gun. Yeah.
Here's your glue gun.
Here, let me hold it for you.
Right.
So yeah, it took about 8 months or so to do those. But the problem is, and I don't like to work this way, but I was working the night before. And so I don't like to do that. I like to get them done ahead of time so that we can fiddle with them and tweak if anything needs to be done. And that was, it was right down, and I was baking too. So it was right down to the wire, getting those boots done. But I really think that it brought people to the beard comp. And that's part of why I do it. One, it keeps my brain going, right? I want to keep my brain healthy. And then it just brought more and more people. The more that it was shared, the more people wanted to come out and try and win one of those boots.
I know when she showed the one on our show, I instantly was like, what's my weekend?
Yeah, well, we
No,
had a
it's
ginger
not- it's-
category.
I know. I love it when there's a ginger category.
Yeah.
It's not all about the trophies, but at the same time, when you think about trying to advertise, right? It's an advertisement of sorts, right?
That's exactly what it is.
Yep.
When you're trying to pull in people who may not be familiar, and like that's kind of cool. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, for me personally, it's about who we're supporting, and whether you place or not doesn't matter. But it's an advertising piece if you're thinking
It is,
honestly
and-
about it. So
And what we do is Emily always will say, first of all, let me say how proud I am of this kid. I am so proud of her. From the
Absolutely.
time my kids were itty bitty, I taught them to give back in service. And she has just done it her entire life. And she gives her whole heart into something. And you can tell because she always cries. But she really does. And she hits me with a whip and ties me
Do
to
not.
the chair.
It's chains. not ties.
Chained.
That's not a rope.
But
she
what
can
we
get
do
out of the rope. We're doing chains. Yeah,
She hasn't eaten since September.
right. Except for the rope that she got.
I was
To
going to say, that's how she
Why
threw the rope.
She
Yeah.
ate through the rope. I had to chain her.
Yeah. Oh, good heavens.
but we sit down with a drink, a year in advance, and Emily will say, I kind of have this idea on what I want to do. And then we start going back and forth on what her vision is. And then she gives me that vision, and really she allows me to run with it. She just says, locks me in the room and says, just go for it, which I do.
Here's your boot,
Don't come
here's your
out till I
beads,
gotta
get to
find
work.
So I mean, she is an artist. She's been an artist since I don't even know how long I can remember, but she does a lot of desert Southwestern themed art. And I truly believe that if you bring an artist on to do artwork, you need to let them
Give them the freedom.
you
100%.
need to give them the freedom. And so like our bike trophies was a young kid from Kansas. I think he was maybe 21, 22, just starting out in welding. And he's like, well, what do you want him to look like? And I said, I don't care what they look like. You're the artist. And he gave us these great little he had never done trophies before. He gave us these great little trophies. And I truly feel if they're an artist, you let them do their thing. And if people don't like it, then that's
On them.
it's everyone's interpretation of art is different. And if I'm bringing on an artist to do the work, that's going to be their art, not going to be mine. It's not going to be my vision.
Yes.
It's going to be theirs.
Absolutely.
I have always
agree.
said, the best art is when you give the artist between this line and this line, everything else is you.
Yep.
Just
Yeah.
a parameter, and let their brain, their art, their imagination take your idea and make it something. You always get a better piece. And that's how
Yeah.
most of my tattoos have been.
And honestly, I would argue that you give them a border between this line and you know what I mean? Just here's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What you make it?
Go for it. I absolutely agree. It's that artistic freedom to just what do you think? Let's do it.
Well,
And then-
our
and-
family has been in Arizona since the 1860s, early
Wow.
1860s. And so
just a little bit, just a couple years.
and we are steeped in this culture. And it's something that we really love. We love the desert. We love the artwork. I mean, we're close to Mexico. We have a lot of influence from their culture and their art.
Absolutely.
So that's what I've always tried to put in to say the skulls or the boots. I want to, because if people are coming from all over the United States, to come
piece
to
of.
our beard comp. I want them to take something back that will remind them of Arizona
Yes.
and their time here, and that they're always welcome here to come.
Yes, ma'am. Well said. No, I love that. I mean, it's even grabs a piece of the historical nature of the area, the history, you know,
Culture.
So I absolutely love that. No, and I
Yeah.
love that vibe personally. Just the steer heads and the boots. No, I dig it. Absolutely.
Yeah, and
dig it.
so Jeff was saying that Tombstone is on his bucket list. Well, Tombstone on our
I've seen that movie like 20 times. Chicken Wing.
well,
I've seen Tombstone.
Tombstone.
You need to watch it. Oh wait, you're talking about. No, never mind. You're not talking about the same thing as I am, are you?
No, I am. Tombstone movie was about Tombstone, right? So Tombstone at our first Desert Beard Battle was our Best in Show sponsor. Like the city of Tombstone sponsored.
No shit.
Really?
Yeah.
And they gave Fabs has it. It's a brass buffalo, antique buffalo from Tombstone, and they gave him a mustache cup and brush that they actually found when they were excavating. And
Holy
that
crap.
was the Best in Show. And I mean, it gives me goosebumps thinking about that. The city of Tombstone, he now
That's
has
cool.
like an artifact from Tombstone.
That's
That's
incredible.
cool as fuck. That's cool as fuck. I'm just gonna say it. I'm sorry, but yeah.
Bet I won't be texting Fabs here in a little bit. Be like, send me a picture
Yeah,
of that
no
guy.
doubt. Yeah, I want to see some. I want to see some selfies with the buffalo. No, that's cool as hell. No, I was trying to be like making a joke about the movie, which I have seen at least 20 times, by the way. It's great. It's a great flick. But no, the city of Tombstone sponsored it. That's cool as shit.
Yeah. We go down there every year for a car show, and I go down there and I'm like, I'm home. This is my home. This is where I belong.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That is so
Arizona is
awesome.
one of the states I have yet to be to, so it's on my list. So never know when I'll do it.
Jeff Harris,
Yeah,
Chicken Wing.
Come down for the next
I'm your
beard comp, and you can take. It's only what 3-hour drive to Tombstone from Surprise. Oh, and by the way, do you know why Surprise is named Surprise?
So
I
it
do
popped
not.
up out of nowhere.
It's
All right.
because they moved here, and the people that were here said, "Surprise! It's really hot."
Actually, what happened was a mama city and a daddy city. The mama city
They
got
had-
pregnant. She said, surprise. I know.
There was a
That
bumpy
is-
road between the two cities, and surprise!
Yep. Surprise. Yep.
Oh, that's good stuff. So we've seen the buffalo skull or the cow skulls and the boots, but what other kinds of like things do you do? Do you set up at craft fairs? Do you do flea market? Like, what other kind of art do you do besides trophies for Emily?
Well, those take a lot of time.
She's got no
I mean,
time,
now
brother.
we're
Brother, she's been locked in her room. She's been locked in her room since October.
Tied to the
Did you
chair.
hear? There's a plea for help. There's a plea for help happening. I mean, I've got the 98 number 988 pulled up here, just ready to hit send. Here. We're gonna make sure the show happens first. Oh, that's cool.
Ooh,
Oh, I
So
love
this
that.
is one of her pieces. And
I
it's
love
got
that.
three-dimensional
I
flowers
was
on
getting
it.
ready,
Yes.
I was getting ready to say it looks like mixed medium.
So she does a lot of,
I-
lot of, what is this called?
A whimsical.
No,
I-
what is this stuff called?
Canvas?
Canvas.
You didn't learn a lot. But
Hard to
I,
teach when you're locked inside a room.
It's part of the artistic freedom. You just like, I don't want to know about it. I just want you to make the shit and have it ready when we get ready to use it. That's don't give me the details.
I just get very easily bored. And that's why when I do the boots or when I did the skulls, that's why everything was so different. It's because I do something and it's like, okay, I'm done with that one. Put the brain to something else.
You got you.
And we started out, I had lived in Mexico for 4 years, and I had collected, silver and turquoise and
Oh,
all
Yes,
sorts
ma'am.
of gems.
Yes,
and
ma'am.
that's
Love
what I
that.
used on the skull heads. And then
Turkey is amazing.
I've just got boxes and boxes and boxes that I use. And
She does jewelry,
Mm.
earrings, necklaces, bracelets.
T-shirts.
She started
So-
getting into T-shirts.
So do you have like a website, or how do you try to promote some of the stuff you're doing? Is it just word of mouth of friends and family that are like, hey, can you make something, or do you
Well,
try to put
Stash,
stuff out
I'm just not good at that. I am too old with all of this stuff. Honest to goodness, Emily will go, how do you think you need to do that sublimation printer? And I'm like, I'm not even sure what that is. I'm still not sure how a fax works.
Well, they don't have it anymore, so
Oh.
it's okay.
Well, yeah, only government agencies they still operate by the fax, but yeah. Everybody else in the world, no, that's not a thing.
Oh, oh.
See,
well,
look right here, Susie. PJ wants to order a skull.
Yeah, I mean, you could be selling decorated skulls on the
who
interweb.
wants a skull?
PJ does. Wait.
Here, I'll put it back up.
One.
A human one?
Oh my god.
Ooh, I'm in.
This may be for after the show, but my son, I don't know. He's deep into horror stuff. We can figure something out on both fronts. I don't know.
This escalated really quickly.
Yeah, you got
As most things on our show.
Yeah, do you have an inside track to like a medical school that we can look at cadavers, or
No,
I'm
just
kidding.
just
I'm
people
kidding.
walking by that are
kidding.
confused. Just
Definitely joking. We
put
aren't
them in the
doing cadavers.
backyard like the cows.
Hey mom,
And
this is recorded.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. I mean, we can get cows in here. It's all good. We'll figure it out.
We get some cows.
I got property. We can bury them and just let nature take its course, and it just takes a couple months. You know what I mean? Just
Like this.
we do have one cow skull left. No horns, but I do have a skull, and if it would
PJ,
help the
reach out
devil
to Emily.
dogs, I'll
She'll play
do
me
one,
along
and
with
we
me.
can do an auction for the devil dogs. How's that grab you?
Sounds good to me.
I think that sounds pretty awesome. I think
We've
that
been
sounds pretty
trying
awesome.
to reach out to a couple of places here. What are they called when they process?
Like lockers,
Like a processing a plant
Like a
for
meat locker? Like a meat
What is it?
locker.
kind of, yeah. So there's a couple around here that they do sell the steerheads with the horns, but they're just so expensive,
They are
you know.
couple $100.
Well, that's the odd thing, right? Somebody is paying for them to process, and then you're going to pay extra to get something that's already been processed.
Yeah.
It's like when you buy a car and you pay sales tax, and you go to sell it, and that person has to pay sales tax, and the next person that buys it pays sales tax. Let's
Yeah.
not get into it. I'll be bitter for hours. The damn thing's already paid for, but no, you need to reach out to your buddy. Maybe you can get some free ones or reduce the cost. Then I think you could probably sell some skull heads. I'm just saying. I think there's.
I've
probably
got a couple boots too that I can bead to auction off if
There could
if
be a
any-
market. There could be a market for auction or other for that because
There would be great auction items.
yeah, for sure. No, they're so intricate. Yeah, you can tell there's a lot of thought put into it, whether you're tied to a chair or not. Yeah, I can tell you put thought into it.
I know. Send Twinkies.
Send Twinkies.
That's the post-apocalyptic food, man.
I
Yeah,
know, right? Last forever.
Lasts forever.
oh shoot.
Well, that's amazing. You're doing some awesome work, both you ladies. Emily just knocked the comp out of the park. I know you had plenty of hands making it happen, but thank you for putting the idea together and getting everybody's hands working. That's an amazing amount of money for just an incredible organization.
Yes.
Thank you. Yeah, I enjoy it. I couldn't have picked a better group of guys to work with and for. So I don't know if I told you last time they inducted me as a member I can't remember if I told you that before.
No, but that's
No, I don't remember that.
big.
I'm very honored. They made me a member, and I now push them into doing all of their fundraising. So
No, that is amazing. That is amazing, and that's awesome. They recognized your support and your heart, and yeah, congratulations.
thank you.
Thank you.
Susie, just again, I wanted to say how awesome not only the steerheads but the boots. Just blew my mind when I seen the intricacy on some of those boots and the closer shots, and I was just like, wow.
Yeah.
So kudos to
Oh,
that.
thank you. Next year it'll be. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but it'll be a good one.
Yeah, don't let the cowhead out of the bag. Yep.
Yeah, we actually have them. We actually have the trophies planned for the next 3 years.
Chicken Wing says they're jackalope skulls next year. You must have
Yeah, jackalope.
Maybe it's like a boot with a skull with a boot stuck in it, and it'd be like a boot and a skull. I don't know. Maybe not.
No clue.
Could be.
A
could be a
boot with
thing.
horns could be kind of cool.
A boot with horns.
There you go.
So just delete that part out of the recording.
I mean, it's a live show.
Oh,
You didn't hear that,
gosh.
everybody. Yeah, everybody.
Where's the
put their-
little the little light
The-
from
the buttons?
Men in Black?
Yeah.
We aren't those guys. Sorry.
No.
We don't have the technology or the looks or the funding. So
Yeah, the tech budget's real short.
yep.
Tech budget's really
No.
short.
Oh shoot. No, thank you ladies so much for coming on this evening. Miss Susie, it was wonderful to hear about some of your inspiration. Locked in the closet. Behind doing all the work behind the trophies.
Behind
They're
closed doors.
yeah. No, they're absolutely amazing. I love the name of the
Thank
Wiggle
you.
Chicks. I think that's cute. I love how you're bringing the Southwest flair and
Yes.
giving people something to go home with as a reminder of where they've been. No, I absolutely dig it. Emily, great job as always. Continue, keep on
you.
rocking. No,
Thank
you're an inspiration. You're an inspiration.
Thanks.
No.
So just really quick, she does have a page. She does have a Facebook page called
Yes.
Wiggle Chick. So if anyone has anything that they want to reach out to her about, you can message her on that page. Art commissions, anything like that, just reach out to her there. It's what she does. She's retired, and so this is her enjoyment is the art. So, if anyone needs anything or, let her reach out to her.
Wiggle Chicks on
Outstanding.
Facebook.
Wiggle Chicks on Facebook. No, definitely gonna check it out.
Well, thanks
some
for having
cool-
us on.
No, thank
Yes.
you, ladies, for taking
No.
time out of your Monday to come share it with us.
Thank
Yes,
you.
Absolutely.
You guys have a absolutely wonderful rest of your Monday evening.
Thank
Oh,
you.
you do the same.
Bye, guys.
Yeah.
Bye.
Take care. Take care. Appreciate you. That's
That was
awesome.
awesome.
Yeah. No,
So much
it's some
fun.
amazing craftsmanship. I don't care if,
Oh.
if Emily's like cracking the whip and locking chains and keeping mama in the basement and make boots and skulls.
Hey, the finished
No,
product is coming out all right, so something's happening.
Super talented. I hate to see what happens to the rejects and the repercussions of it, but you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, just the beading and the patterns and designs. It was just beautiful. Like I
Yes.
said, it's definitely one that now planning ahead may have to happen. Hey, I've never been
No.
there in Arizona anyway.
Yeah, no, I'm telling you, there's a lot of thought puts into it. I think that's the heart and the soul and the mindset, and yeah, no, it's good stuff. It's good stuff. I just absolutely love it. Great
And
people.
not to mention her painting. Did you see the painting in English with the flowers? That was
Yeah.
phenomenal.
Yeah. No, like you said, multimedia or whatever, the 3D kind of thing. No,
Yeah.
it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. No, everybody needs to pop over to Wiggle Chicks.
Well,
Check it
yeah,
out on Facebook. Yeah, I dig the name too. It's kind of funny. You know what? It did crack me up when she mentioned the name. that the dog in the background was wiggling. I thought that
Shake.
was just like, it was like on point. It was like wiggle checks, like, didn't even need a treat or anything, just wiggling.
It's like his cue word. He starts shaking.
Yeah. Well, right on, bro. I think
right,
that's
my
I
man.
think we'll call it a done day Monday. I don't know.
Yeah, it's close enough. Had a great show, some amazing guests. Thank you all for joining us and having fun and having a good laugh with us tonight.
Yeah, it's always a blast. It's always a blast. I appreciate you all. Love y'all. Love you, bro.
Love you, brother.
We'll talk soon. Everybody be nice. Be good.
See
Do
you on
good
the next
shit.
Monday.